Motorcycles Vancouver.
So, we are on our way to work. That was a crazy little motorcycle back there. I don't even know what that was. Weird stuff. We're gonna go check out the German Christmas market, see what's going on. We're thinking about open booth here, so I'm gonna go take a look. One of my partners is out there taking care of some stuff. So, but as you can see, we're still out in the wet roads. It's a tough time of year in Vancouver, you know. And in a lot of places, a lot of people just decide to put their bikes away by now. They don't ride. It's just not safe. So, and I'll admit that freely. I had a close encounter with some wet leaves the other day. Everything was okay, but it was, you know, a close encounter of the leaf kind. It can be dangerous. So, the problem with Vancouver is you don't get snow. It just rains, and it still gets cold sometimes. Not, you know, like snow freezing cold, but it still gets cold. And the water will turn to sheet ice. You gotta be really careful of the tar they let down, the sealant. That stuff can be with these black lines you see on the road. Those white crosswalks and the white cross lines, they can be really slippery in the wet. They have a reflective quality to them that makes them really, really slippery when they get wet. So yeah, try to not stop your bike on any of the white lines, or if you avoid the black lines and corners. Make sure you check the temperature. If it's below 0, there will be ice. If it's not below 0, there won't be ice. It's science, guys. Okay? Now, that, you know, there's differing temperatures in differing areas. Believe it or not, the asphalt actually stays warmer than the air. It absorbs heat from the sun, in clouds or not. It warms it all day, and then it retains that heat in the asphalt. So, they're generally going to be warmer than the outside air. But that's not to say that under an underpass or a bridge, underneath a highway overpass, you're not going to run into situations where you are less than 0 degrees. You know, there's no sun keeping the highway warm there. So a lot of times it'll be a nice, what looks to be a not icy road, and you hit a bridge, go underneath something like that, something with a river underneath it. Another aggregate to the temperature, and boom, you got yourself a spilled motorcycle. So you really gotta be careful for those types of things. Really gotta be careful. Also, drivers. When drivers have fogged up windows, and when drivers have ice on their shit, they can't see. Leaves, you know. So you gotta figure everyone around you's got less vision right now. And you want to make sure you are aware of that all the time, because that will be a factor if something was to happen. So ride safe. You know, you gotta ride a little safer than normal. Trying to get through Vancouver traffic's never any fun, but it's part of the life. We're gonna go right here. Slow moving tractor. Dangerous. Okay, so as you see just back there, guys, you saw there was a lot of oil on the road. That's incredibly dangerous too. What happens is the oil starts to set into the paint, the cement, and it stays there. But when the rain comes in, you can see some right there. There's an oil patch right here. Take a look. See straight down? See that? Yeah. So those oil patches, they're like fucking, they're worse than black ice right now. And they get on your tire and keep you slipping the whole way home. So you really watch for those types of things in this type of weather as well. It just tends to be the right temperature to bring it all out. You just gotta be careful. Leaves are a huge issue. Everyone seems to have. I just had a friend go down again on some leaves. It happens all the time. What happens is the wet leaves, they'll freeze underneath each other, and some of them will be ice, some of them will be wet, or even some of them will be wet and some of them will be dry, but they slip on each other, like really, really, really slip, because the decomposition process has started, so they get all kind of slimy, and it's this amazing lubricant, and those things are just dying to slide, and they will slide you out any chance you get. And it's simple stuff too. It's even like coming up to a stop sign. If there's a crosswalk, or if some asshole air blew his leaves off his driveway onto the fucking road after they've cleaned it. Like right there, you see on the side, all along here in the corners. All these things, these will just take you out while you're parking your bike on the side of the road. It's just waiting to take you out. It's bad news. So, be aware of that and prepare for it. Bridges, this is what I'm talking about. See underneath that bridge, or on top of this? The temperatures change on the bridges because they're raised, they're full of metal, and there's a different type of atmosphere underneath. With the shade underneath them, the temperature can be, 5, 6, 10 degrees lower underneath the bridge than it would be 5 feet from outside underneath it if you were to walk underneath it. And I know it's hard for people to believe, but this is science, guys. You gotta really be careful with that stuff. So when you're crossing overpasses and bridges or underneath them, you really gotta be extra careful, because there is some shit that will wreck your shit, and that shit is called the bridge and temperature. So I think we're almost downtown now. Hope you guys enjoy the beautiful scenery here. See, it's nice and quick to get around the city. See how everything works. It's some cool stuff. Vancouver Community College. We got BC Hydro. We got AMAC. What else do we got around here? We got the theater, Playhouse. We got a lot of condos down here. The museum's just down to the right. You get the BMO building, the courthouse just up ahead. Pretty cool stuff.
So thanks for watching my video, guys. I just want to say a big thank you for our million views and our 1,000 subscribers. And for your enjoyment, I've added, or I should say I've left this little part of the video in. So as with most places, us motorcycle riders park pretty aggressively. I made an agreement with the facility here to let me park in behind here. And it's on quite a hill. And I might have put my kickstand down like a bit of an idiot. And yeah, it's down. Not all the way, but it's definitely down. Oh, and she's back. And we'll just pretend like nothing happened there. The kickstand wasn't down all the way, and it slid a little forward and kicked itself out. But we got it. We're good to go. So hey guys, thanks for watching my video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you thought I was an idiot for dropping my bike. I'm sure none of you guys have ever dropped your bike, right? Well, Happy New Year. We'll see you all in 2015.
Motorcycles Vancouver.